I think there really is the potential for either a 3-1, 4-0 sort of opportunity. Depends really on a couple of the more sort of key games. And also, I think there is going to be an argument of making sure they don't let any wild things happen in matches like this, where I would argue that although on paper it's a 2-0 for Sprout, it's not exactly like there's no opportunity for the Prosto side to really cause an upset here and take a map and potentially compete for a second as well, because there is a lot of talent on this Prosto lineup. You look at names like World Edit, Waylander, and so on. These are veteran players in the Counter-Strike world. They know how to take down a team like Sprout. It's just whether they can execute on it. That's the problem that a team like Prosto face. All this experience combined with some younger talent, they have to figure out how to be able to bring that into the server.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it was Faven who tweeted like, yeah, finally get pen on the official game, you know, because it's been a while. So hopefully they, you know, they practice, you know, keep up their scrims, keep up their level here. Otherwise, Prosto can do a pretty good run here. What I'm not really sure is his problem player. Like, I haven't really seen him play a lot, so he's kind of new here, for me at least. Like, I've seen him before, I heard him before, but I haven't really seen him play in a better team like this. I've only seen him in the lower tier Russian teams, like Vortex, I think it was, for example. I think they were called. So, interested to see him in the Prosto lineup and see how he's gonna be here. But we can see team compare on this map, and it's pretty even actually across all those four stats. They almost played it enough time, 10 times each, 10-6. But we're gonna jump into the pistol here. So Prosto, they're gonna be on the CT side, and we have Sprout on the T side here. So let's see if they're gonna get that T side start that team usually get here and does 2. Explosive wins the pistol, rolls onto the CT side by Yekindar. He's gonna, oh, that's a great pop flash in the middle there. Yekindar finds himself the first one. Dennis drops. Is he gonna fall back or is he gonna stick around here? He should probably fall back. They have an advantage. No reason to stick around on short. And Warded it. Problem, we find one and Warded with the one tap. So this is a good pistol run for Prosto. It's down to Faven and Diha. And well, Diha, very, very good Polish player here. And let's see if we can do much here in a 4 versus 2. It was a 5v2 here. Diha trying to go for more. He gets the second, but his teammate gets killed in the back. So yeah, it's all down to him, but he actually can get the goal for the ace here. He gets 3. They're giving him the 1v1 picks, and he picks up the USP. This could go really bad from Prosto. I think the short guy has been spotted as well. But the guy close. Oh, he's gonna get the one tap. He goes for the ace here. Unbelievable. Can he get the ace here? Looking for the USP, but can't get it. The last one is always the hardest one. Wayland is gonna nail it. And Flake, that was so close on the ace.
Extremely close. It comes down to quite literally the final taps of a USP. Unfortunately, just not quite able to connect. Well, that giving up the 1v2 has to be said. Gets aggressive there in a scenario which is otherwise unneeded, forcing 2 1-on-1s rather than just taking the duel together. Makes it a little risky, but nonetheless, it will be locked in for the Prosto side. Now, well, that it takes the mid-duel, looking for some damage early on. Fortunately, yet to find a thing here.
Battling off with the scouts there, and we can see this is actually a force play here from Sprout, so they do have the SG and Dennis, the scout on Oscar, and then the Deagle, so gotta be careful about Diha here. You know, this Deagle, you don't want to play around with that, against that, and this SG could be doing a lot of damage here. The flash is coming through, he's gonna flash all 3 in fact, and that's gonna be a nice cleanup here for Problem. No problem for him. And Oscar, well, misses the scout shot, trying to go for the headshot, not gonna nail it, and that's gonna be a free SG because of it. And Prosto's up on 2-0 here, with a free run coming up here as well. So that's a great flash there on Lord. All 3 getting flashed, and we can see the ults here in the beginning, leaning in the favor of Prosto, but it's just been 2 rounds, so not too much we can read into that. And yeah, we're gonna see the 3 Deagles. So they're gonna try to go for the 1 Deags, but not sure they're gonna get a lot with it at this point.
This should really be fairly clean. You shouldn't be seeing Sprout get too many opportunities here. As you said, they will be going for a couple of 1Ds here or there, see what they can find. But it is effectively them just scraping the bottom of the barrel, seeing what they could be limited, to say the least. Already so far so good. The CT side pick off the first, the second frag rolls off the tongue as Dennis hits the deck. That leaves just a few more players in lower tunnels. They'll be chewed up and spat out again by the MP9, leaving just one player top mid who, well, simple pickings. Prosto do keep it clean. They do bag themselves another round. But this is where things will now get interesting, as we get into the world of Sprout having the opportunity to actually get a bye back into this game.
Yeah, this is where we're gonna hopefully see them getting some runs here. Otherwise, Prosto, after an amazing start here on the first map, because you definitely want to get a good start. Look at their past matches here. Looking pretty bad on the Prosto side, losing the last two, but Sprout has 2 wins there. So Prosto, they're looking to get back into the game here, get some wins on the board. So far 3-0, but this is the first bye round. And Problem's gonna throw a couple of grenades here. He's gonna tag Dennis, but it doesn't expect him to be around the blue container. And that's gonna be the entry kill for Dennis. Oscar's gonna follow up in the middle, taking on Yekinder. And yeah, this is just, they just clean them up here on the Prosto side. This is the problem playing against a team like Sprout. They have the aim, they have the tactics, they have everything here to take you down. And the remaining 2 will try to go for the save here on Prosto, but Faven is going to be a favorable angle for him. Should be getting the pick here on Waylander. Oh, not quite going to get it. He knows where one guy is. Just going to have to figure out where the second guy is. But I'm not really sure they will be able to save here, unless they don't go for the hunt. And looking at the money from Prosto, they can of course go for another buy. But just save these 2 rifles so they don't have to spend all the money they have. But yeah, Sprout, they really did, or really wasn't too much tactics there, Flag. It was just one guy got an entry towards long, and then the op got an entry middle, pretty much.
That is Dust 2 in a nutshell, though, isn't it? It's getting the 1 or 2 really high-value picks and then playing off of those picks, because majority of the time, if you're able to set yourself up correctly on your T side, you can actually force the CTs into an immediate save, because they're not going to try and do, let's say, for example, a 3v5A retake. It's just not a round you put yourself in, so Sprout, it is just about looking for those early frags, and if you have a player like Dennis who's able to open up the round, screw it, why not?
Yeah, definitely. And Oscar, yeah, open ups in the middle, so that you have to, like, as a CT, you really, like, if you don't have an op, you can't really take that mid fight, because if you go down middle, they have entire middle, they can pretty much go, you just wrap on them, be 5 versus 2 at that point, or 5v2 on long, on A side, so losing middle is not really going to be a deal. We saw yesterday, nobody saw the middle, and then they're going to have to pay the price. But here we go, fast out long, Faven again out long, again Problem goes down. That's the second time here, oh, but he's going to get full flashed. Nickelback will find the one by Diha with the insta trade. So they're always keeping a man advantage. I like this with Sprout, they always go for the trades. Well, and there we go, one guy down middle, but he trades out on long. Word at it. Oh, is Diha going to be aware? No, he's not aware. The third guy on long. Prosto, they're really 3 players on long. They ignore short pretty much, put 3 guys on long, try to hold that off. But now it's a 2v2. Still, I would say favorites here for Sprout. Next kill is gonna be so important here.
It wins in the round. I mean, they don't want the retake from Waylander on B. You don't want to be going into the B site with an AWP after all. So if they can find Waylander here, then the round should be pretty much turnkey. It comes down to Waylander having to hit the shot of a lifetime as he's completely smoked off. Look at him go. Man gets aggressive, but unfortunately cannot find the man in tunnels. From there, burns in the flames. That turns the round in favor of Sprout, and as I said, I think that's a guaranteed win. The minute they realize that he's on long with the AWP, immediately all the pieces point them towards that B site. They get the frag there on the rifler. You're not going to want to do a 1v2 with an AWP on B. It's the worst site in the game to do an AWP retake on.
Yeah, well, I love when they remade the map or something, like to open up that B site for an easier retake, because it's so hard to retake the B bomb site, next to impossible really. If they have the T's have the B site, there's no team almost goes for the retake. Like, it's literally impossible to go through the door and window short points. So I would love them to open up it a little bit more, maybe switch the doors or something like that. I don't know. Just do something to make it easier for the CT side, because it's already hard enough for the CTs as it is on the CT side. So just making, you know, coming into the B side should be a little bit easier, in my opinion. But it's been like, it's an iconic map, you know, it hasn't really made any changes, so there's no reason, I guess, to switch it up. So we're gonna see a pulse here. 3-2 here, 2 rounds in a row here for Sprout. We're seeing Diha up on 6 kills, and he's usually the player that's on top of Sprout, like one of the better players. So no surprises up there already in the first 5 rounds. And let's see what kind of buy here from Prosto is gonna have. They're gonna have a full buy here, MP9 and Waylander. Gonna be a little bit shipping out on the nades, not fully utility wise. But let's see if Oscar can get the tag here in the middle. They're gonna go for the smoke, so. But look at these flags. They're sending 1 player towards the B side only, and then 4 towards A here. Nobody's holding middle even. It's only the MP9 on B. This is a really risky setup.
Having to get aggressive in mid, it seems, as well, as they start to look for these first opportunities here. Smoke's yet to go down. This is purely just a contact play from this T side. Spotting. Go back on the jump. That is crispy. And there the smoke's coming to play. Hinder is on the boxes, but there isn't really a huge amount he can do here, especially with the second smoke now coming on through. Yes, he has that visibility towards the top of ramp. The ramp going into the B side, that is, but generally that's a very hard fight for him to make work here, and if the T's do what they're doing now, which is keep to the right-hand side, he can't see a thing. Does begin to fade. Faven not quite spotting him just yet. He will get himself 1 for his troubles. Surely Faven trades that, and he does. The Steve's at MP9, the do-it-all. The shots connect, but 5 HP is what Dicha walks away on, leaving just worlded it. 1 man standing up against 4. Desperately trying to save that AWP towards CT.
Yeah, it's gonna go for the long save, and well, I liked what they tried to do there, the boosting up on CT, but due to the second smoke on top of the boxes they did, he can't really see anything on top of it. He had to jump down to get that pick. And well, once he got that 1 pick, the other guy's just gonna insta-trade him, so Sprout, they keeps on getting these trades, and that B play with the MP9, like, there's literally nothing he can do. 2 players is pushing through on tunnel, and you have an MP9, like, you may get 1, and that's all. Then you're gonna get traded. So, Prosto, you just see how difficult it is to play the CT side on those 2 against a team like Sprout, where there were only 1 player on B side, and then there were 2 CT spawn. They smoke out CT, get the entry, get onto the B side, ease around, they're gonna have to save the AWP. And the money's gone now from Prosto as well. They only got that 1 AWP. So this should be a lead here from Sprout. And after the initial 3-0 from Prosto, they have yet to win a run after that. So I have a feeling that Sprout may just run away with a couple rounds here on the T side if Prosto don't get a little bit lucky here. But oh, the AWP in the middle. Try to go for Oscar there. Trying to go behind the truck here. But now we're going to see another B push here. And this is just 1 player on the B side with the Deagle. There we go. He's traded out. The AWP goes down. And now the D side taken again. I think Problem just made to run away with that AWP. He should just save. Oh, he goes to the peak actually. Not gonna work out. And Nickelback lone. Last man standing here. And Oscar should have a pretty easy frag here. And it does get the flick. So a 4-3. There was only 1 AWP in this run anyway. So they weren't really planning on winning the round, but yeah, I thought maybe the AWP could have gone for the save there. Like 5v2 or 4v2, go for the window peak. You're pretty much gonna die 9 out of 10 times.
Has to be said, Prosto having a good start here. 3 rounds on the board, up against 4 a Sprout. Not been as much of a whitewash as I think you potentially forecasted. Dennis in a good position here, though. Flashing off well that it means that the CT down short has little to no support. Does Dennis know what's going on? I mean, does Nickelback know that he's about to get caught? I have so many questions to the fact that Kinder just gets away with that. Thankfully traded by Oscar, but messy round there, actually. I mean, Sprout, really good positions, but they just don't check short for the aggressive push there. Really unfortunate. I guess you don't expect someone to be at the tip of short before you've got low tunnels.
Yeah, no, you do not expect someone to already pushed up there, because usually there's a top mid player and he would have killed him already, so it's just a little bit unlucky from Sprout to not check top mid. But if it works out in the end anyway. It's a 4v3. Oscar got a pick in the middle after that. And now they're gonna smoke off CT. Problem, he's gonna have a big problem there in the CT. He's gonna get one because before he gets traded, actually worded it, who's the one getting it. He misses the second shot, worded it. Probably needs to fall back here, but he's gonna get punished for it. A couple misses for him. Has to pay the price. And Oscar looking to take down Waylander here. Now 1v3. Go for the point blank range. And he's gonna get the kill and Sprout. Yes, you said still 3 rounds on the CT side, pretty good for Postal, but that was just because they won the pistol. That's why the pistol is so important on the CT side of Dust 2. And to get those early rounds, because otherwise if they didn't get that, it would be like an 8-0 now. So that's why it's so important to get the first couple of rounds. But yeah, they had a buy in the last round. Now they're gonna have to go for the pistol. One set of Kevlar and one scout here. Don't really see. Ooh, he's gonna get tagged as well. Tagged while crossing, and well, he's gonna get wallbang too. Oscar did get tagged too, so but this round should be fairly easy here for Speedy and company. Wayland is just running back, just gonna make it around the corner. But this is just a formality at this point. Unless the scout can get a couple tags or kills. That's still a possibility at this point. They go back on Waylander. Let's see what he can do with the scout. He gets the first tag. Looking for something more here, but it's really hard to see. But Waylander pushed all the way in T-spawn. Oscar is still in T-spawn in a minute, when it like got a minute by a T-spawn camper. And Nickelback with 30 HP looking for a flawless round here. Oscar he just knows. He knows exactly where they're gonna be. And Sprout, they have won 6 in a row here, Flakes, and this is just, I think this is the beginning. I think they're just gonna keep on rolling.
Only time will tell. It's definitely been a good situation for this T side, to say the least, but we'll have to see how these rounds continue to play through. Obviously, Prosto going back into this one with a full buy. I think they've been in a couple of these 6 rounds less than great weaponry. Scouts, pistols is not exactly ideal, so now they're on the full buy, double up setup as well. There is no more excuses for the CT side. If they had something to show for themselves, now would be the time to put it all out there. As once again, the play comes through. This time, Yakinda gets first blood. That's a positive start with no trade frag potential from the Sprout side. This is actually pretty rough. And what's interesting there is a missed molly slows down the entire progression of this T side. That molly came from Favon's teammate top mid. It just didn't quite connect the way they wanted, and actually stopped them from getting aggressive on short.
Yeah, and Yakinder, he did get naded down to 12 HP, so he's probably a little bit lucky there. He would have been dead now, but instead, he's on top of the boxes here, looking for something. He's gonna go for the one-way angle. Is he gonna get sprayed? Diha should be expect somebody up there. He's shooting. He's not finding the tag. And they're gonna go through tunnel instead with 3 players. Diha, I think at this point, I don't think he should be moving up here. I think he should just stay in there, go for the rotation. And Molde back on Waylander. This is a good Molde, but the smoke from Nickelback is gonna help him out. And the AWP here, he has a great angle to get the first pick, but he misses the shot. He's gonna whiff. He goes for readdress. Oh no, this cannot be happening. He needs to get a frag here. He misses the second shot, and this is a disaster. Nickelback goes down. They're getting dropped off the drop, but that is a very desperate peek from Faven there. Towards the CT spawn, but it's down toward it. A 1v3, and just like that, the cookie crumbles on the B site. I think they had 3 players, in fact, on B.
There are some peak speed that you just have to land, and the AWP into B tunnels is just one of them. It's a fundamental Counter-Strike duel that every AWPer needs to be able to hit. It's an alleyway. What's not to love about that peak as an AWPer? Not being able to connect there is just a fatal flaw, let alone the follow-up duels that came as well. Not a single shot being landed there by any of the players on the B site is just a complete disaster. And that puts them back on these pistols now. Sprout picking them apart. Really not looking too solid here. So again, looking for the mid-duel, finds the tag. Yakinda putting it down to 24 HP and forcing him lower tunnels. Dennis ready and waiting for that fact. He should be able to line him up and knock him down here.
Yeah, knocked him down like a bowling. And now, well, the pistols here, yeah, they're getting tight in the middle in the beginning. Problem, looking for a 1-dig here. He has to line the 1-dig, otherwise he's gonna get insta-traded out here. Oh, he doesn't see Faven. Oh, that smoke. Just doesn't, but he cannot see, and that's a little bit awkward. And worded it. Trying to hide and get a free kill here from Gandalf. And he's all down to worded it here, but that's gonna be a clean round. Actually, 2 damage has been dealt only on Sprout here. And they're gonna continue. As you said in the gun round before that one, they had to show what they're made of, and they couldn't. on that B side. Now they have weapons again, but when are they gonna get the next round here? They've been losing 8 in a row, in fact, after the initial 3 rounds. So they haven't won a single gun round then, right? They won the pistol, they won the force buy, they won the eco. So they're yet to actually pick up a gun round here on the Prosto side. 8-3, we have a short aggression with the AWP here from Waylander. Oh my goodness, Faven, look at that spray. The second guy especially. He actually finds the headshot on Yekindor. That is not what Prosto expected with that short play. Now it's a 5v3-ish. Nade. Let's take down Faven though. Good start at least, but there's nobody on this A side. There's not a single player, and then he's gonna find another one. This looks so easy for Sprout. Waylander last man standing, and he's gonna go down 2, and this just keeps on going. 9-3. But look at this. Look especially the second one here. He actually, I don't know how he got that one.
The problem for Prosto is that they're just getting given no chance now to find their way in because their economy is being ground out as well every single round. We're 9-3 and they're still stuck having to wait for guns effectively, stuck on Deagle's Kevlar here. First real chance now be round 14. That's a pretty tragic situation to be in, to be honest.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to be in this situation if I was playing. Like, you have one gun run, and then you lose that, you have to eco the next one. That has been Prosto every single round in this half. One gun run, and then an eco, then a gun run, then an eco. Like, that is not how you're supposed to CS here, and this is gonna be another pistol buy here. But problem, it does get spitty, so maybe they somehow can win this round with a little bit of luck. Nico back though. Oh, he will get one shot on him, but Diha is gonna go for the trade. But there's one more player on the side here. He has an AK, and he has picked up 2 more frags. Well, that one Deagle kill, and this is all of a sudden turning into Prosto. Maybe Sprout getting a little bit, you know, careless here at this point. And there we go. They will win the run. It's not a buy run, but it's a pistol buy, and Prosto gonna win it. I don't know how they win that one, but they have no chance in the gun rounds. But at least they get the 4th one. If they can get one more of the last 2, they're still gonna have a shot going into the second half.
That is a huge what if though, is if they can get them. I'm not so sure if they can, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
that was one good round out of, you know, many a gun round. I've lost count at this point, so.
Yeah, Diha very fast out towards long again, but look at this, they got 3-man stack towards long here, and this is again, oh my goodness, look at Faven, he just goes absolutely nuclear. Like, Faven, what is he made of? He just keeps getting double kill after double kill in these gun rounds. And well, Prosto, maybe you should just go with pistols, to be honest, because that's when you won your round. And a 5v2 here, Nickelback and Waylander on the B-bomb site. Nothing they can do in the round here. This will be a 10th. Flash goes high. Molly not gonna reach Nickelback there. He's gonna go for the Molly back, but yeah, they know exactly where they are. And Oscar on the flank, surprise! He's gonna get that. And Nickelback full flashed. Should have peeked there. He gets the first, he gets the second and the third, okay. Oh my god, even the 4th there, how is he alive? I don't get it. Diha should be going for the kill here. But wow, that's impressive for Nickelback. Behind the box, stuck, getting all 4 actually. And Diha doesn't look like. Now he's hunting for it. Nickelback wants the ace here. Is he gonna get it? No. But he gets to save it at least. I did not think I would do that. But yeah, 10-4 here, Flakes. This is looking pretty bad. They haven't won a single gun round. They'll only be winning the pistol, and then that weird round they won with pistols to win the 4th as well. So let's see in the final round here if Prosto can show something with his guns.
I really hope so. I mean, Nickelback there doing a beautiful 4K. That's exactly what we want to see. And unfortunately, to kind of be devil's advocate, it was useless. It quite literally had 0 effect on the Sprout side. So need to see that in a buy round where there's actually a potential for a win on the table as well, that it already secures the first pick here. So far so good. It's getting closer to what we're talking about, getting an opportunity for the CT side. Might be caught short though, that could be a problem. Yeah, already giving back the equal pick here as that. Teacher then gets one towards B. Problem does swing out and trade. Makes it to 2 in fact, sprays them down. This gets a little dicey now as they can double peek B tunnels.
Yeah, there were 3-man stacked towards B there, Prosto. They were gambling the B side. They were pushing 2 short and then they were having 3 B, so if they don't see anyone middle, they have to go B and there are 3 plays there. So good round there from Prosto. They finally get the gun round. But 5 rounds, we did see it was enough yesterday. Or was it 4 rounds maybe? I don't know, 4 or 5 rounds it was there, and the comeback happened. So it is going to be possible. 5 rounds, I didn't really think they were going to reach that after, I think it was 9 in a row for Sprout. But they get it done anyway. So 5-round lead here for Sprout, but the pistol's going to have to be very important for Prosto here. Sprout, I don't think they're going to have the same kind of CT side as giving away 9 in a row. Sprout, much better team than that. So we see 4 set of Kevlar here from Sprout. I can have a diffuse kill and D-Hub with 2 flashes. Pistol round has to go the way of the Prosto side. They should be working together to get the trades here. But we did see Prosto winning the CT pistol, so let's see Sprout is going to do the same here with the USPs. You want to get the long range duels with those USPs against the Glocks. The Glocks gets up close range on you, that's going to be a problem. And see, they can head towards short with 4 players. And look at this, they're 1 player long, 1 car, and 1 towards the CT spawn here. So Sprout, now really keep an eye on short for now. Here comes the smokes and flashes. And look at his flank though. Nico back, he's gonna have to hold it behind the Glock long range. That's what I was talking about. It's completely useless. And now the USP, he's gonna get the 1 tap because of the long range. Get the second 2. Oh my goodness, the long range Glock is really bad. But now the last 2, they're heading back onto it. The Glock looking for the trade here. Problem, he has the bomb, but he's gonna run back to the T-spawn. This is a bad round for Prosto. They have to win this round. A 4 versus 2 here. Faven, 20 HP. Doesn't see the guy coming from T-spawn, and he picked up the USP. So that's 1 at least. Still 3 more to find. Oh, he's spotted him in lower tunnel. He has an idea where 1 guy is. But 35 to go, and the bomb is still around the T-spawn here. He's gonna have to make a decision very soon. Oscar. Oh, nice play there. Actually, was problem from middle. We got that one. Not worth it. And they're just giving 1v1 picks here, Flakes. I'm not sure why Sprout is doing this. Just stay on the bomb site, and you're gonna have a 4 versus 2 pretty much. But now they're gonna push onto the B side with 14 seconds left. And they're both players here. Diha, Luke can take the shot here. Dennis doesn't. And this is also crumbling for Sprout. And how the hell is Prosto winning that 4v2? Look at this fitting.
That should be a must-win, but that is a must-win round for Sprout, to be honest. It shouldn't be something that's ever going to be lost. Everything is set up there for Sprout.
Why don't they just play the bomb site? It's a 4v2. They have to go to the bomb site eventually. It was 14 seconds once they got into the site. If they had a 4v2, like 2 players B, 2 players A in that scenario, it really wouldn't be a way for them to lose that round. But they were hunting for frags. You can see the guy pushing, the guy in T-spawn, the other guy pushing middle towards short to make it a 2v2. That is really careless from Sprout, to be honest. And usually we don't see that from a team like them. Those are usually the rounds that win 100%. And we're gonna have a force by now instead. The Scout gets the tag on Waylander. Let's see if they can revenge themselves here in this round, perhaps. Ooh, that looks like a hit on my screen. But that is a hit for sure. Is he gonna get pushed here?
Oh, certainly.
Well, Dennis takes him down, but this round is pretty much too far gone. I don't think Sprout can make the retake here in this 4v4. Bomb will be game plan. He's gonna go for Kaylee. Oh my goodness, he gets it.
Of course.
He goes to the second. Well, that could be a clip right there. But look at this. All of a sudden, Faven picks up another one, and both players are long. Waylander's down to 30 HP. Oh no, this is bad, but it's planning for them though. But the Scout here, look at Dennis. He can just go for the long range pick here. And there we go, Dennis with a headshot. And now it's not the Waylander in the corner too. Oh, he misses the spray. They know exactly where he is. Oh, they just need to push him. They're peeking 1 by 1. And there we go, Spider with a kill. And Sprout, they're gonna win it right back. After losing that pistol round. Oh, Prosto, they're gonna be kicking themselves for that.
A lot of that comes down to Dennis as well, hitting a tasty shot with the scout there. A very, very quick peek. Not one you would expect to be found there actually in a retake. And also, obviously, hitting the Kukli like that, not something you're also looking for. It seems like the last few days we've been casting a lot of dust too, and every single time that's been attempted, it's worked. So, might as well keep going, I suppose.
Yeah. If it's not, you know, if it's working, why not just keep doing it? 11-6, and that means that Prosto now, they're gonna be on a force by themselves, but they're gonna have better guns here. Look at this, they got 2 AKs, 1 Galil, and 2 Deagles, so do not count out Prosto in this run, and this is a must-win for them as well. If they lose this, they're gonna have to eco, and that's gonna be 13-6 here on the first map. And that's a big scoreline on Dust 2 especially. Don't want to be down that kind of scoreline. So I'm gonna have to see what Prosto has in store for us. They need to grab a couple rounds. They won the pistol, very, very good. They won the impossible. But then they lose the second round, and that's even worse after losing the pistol. Because if you lose this one, you're down there. But now, seems like they want to take middle here. One guy's already inside the corner. 2 more towards the Xbox. D-House gonna go for the peek here. This is spray down. He gets the guy. Oh, I didn't expect the guy close, but he gets him eventually. Nade. Takes him down to 72. Dennis. Oh, scaring me with the scout. He's gonna get insta headshotted by the AK. And D-House should be going down here too. Oh, they spotted each other. There's nobody on the A side here. Oscar was the only one covering short. They did not expect him to die that fast. And now 42nd, looking at the weapons, they have 2 AKs and Galil. This should be around here for Prosto at this point, unless they're gonna whiff these shots. Nickelback goes down, worded it. He can't afford to die here without getting a single frag with him. And oh, he's gonna get to one, he gets traded out though. And here's Dennis, he falls down. Faven in a 1 versus 1 here. And oh, he's gonna go down. Yekindar with a 4K. And this is a weird second half. The trading runs back and forth here. Diha with the entry in the middle. But look at Yekindar, a 4K for him with the AK. Absolutely beautiful. At least where they got that one with him there, otherwise it would have been trouble, I think. But that's gonna be Prosto winning in the force by right back after losing the second round. And Sprout, well, they gotta do the same here. This is so weird.
This game just continues to be surprised, doesn't it? Prosto. Not quite sure I'll call this a resurgence just yet, but it's a healthy start, has to be said. Need to avoid some of the more wild scenarios that we have seen though, and case in point, it's the scout doing the work long. He's re-peeking. Anytime now, he's going to start connecting again. He's already landed one. That could be a good nade too. Then is thinking of going through this, but immediately shut down. And Deecher, unfortunately, starting to not quite land with the scout after all. I'm going to eat my words as he finds one of his own. The Molly claims the life. Leaving just Yekindar. Last man standing. 1 on 2. Spots the first, looks for the second. The scout once more, the man of the hour here.
Thanks, I don't understand this game. They're winning back-to-back rounds. Like, the 4 spies are winning the rounds. There's only the 4 spies winning the round. I don't get this, how this is, like, happening right now. Look at this guy tunnel. He gets pushed. He dies. And then they just feeding him the scout kills here, as you can see on Diha. They're just feeding him, and a boost there from Faven gets him, and then Oscar. It looks like Yekindar could have got another 3K here, but Oscar will nail him. So Sprout, if we take up the scoreboard, if we could do that, you're gonna see the both teams just winning 1 round, then the other team wins a round like 4 times now.
It's also just the weaponry difference though. It's huge. It's not like we're talking about 2 full buys up against each other. Both those rounds, Sprout have been on pistols and scouts. They shouldn't have an argument into a lot of this, but somehow they're able to make it stick.
Yeah, this stuff happening is just never, you know, never pleasant. And Sprout, well, they're gonna win finally 2 rounds in a row here. They're not gonna lose against the force buy here. So, well, just because Prosto had to force back after losing the force, they're gonna have to eco now. So this is gonna be 14-7. This is like perfect for Sprout actually, that this happened with them winning that round 2. And we can see Diha, one of the ones who's dominating at this point. Like, I'm not sure, like, they're not throwing any flashes or anything towards the side there when he had the scout. He got a peek, he got the headshot, he get to peek like 4 more times. Yes, he missed those shots, but he maniflates if he hit those shots. Like, It would have been much easier round than it would have been in that 1v1 in the end. Oh, Dennis. Oh, careful here. Just running out, and they're all 4 here in the middle. They get lit from Faven. He's gonna get himself the 1. Oh, how is he alive here? How is he alive? Finally gets dropped, but yeah, Nico back in problem. Not gonna be able to do anything here on short. The scout gets the tag. There's second tag too, and there's the kill. 14-7. I think I don't give Prosto any chance in this map anymore. They had their chance when they won the force buy, but then when they kept losing against the force, I don't see anything they can do here. And this is their map pick as well, so Sprout's map pick is coming up next as well.
Very, very weird game in terms of the way these rounds are played out, but the prediction seems to be that this is the end of the road for our T-side. Map 2 is where we'll be heading. All we have to do now is see if that holds true. Sprout getting very aggressive towards long here, just sat basically in the center of that smoke. Dennis just looking to see if he can find someone, maybe catch them by surprise. Caught by Bond, in fact, and he actually repeats it. The ball's on him, but fair play to him. He lands the shot.
That was a big whiff though from Dennis. I can't admit it. He was missing a lot of shots there with that M4.
Definitely, I feel like Problem usually shouldn't ever repeat that. That should be an easy kill for Dennis to find.
Yeah, he would have had an easy frag if he didn't whiff, but it happens from time to time. And well, Prosto, they're gonna get gifted that entry kill. The question is, what can they do with it? Oh, they're Molly behind the smoke here. They're gonna walk through. Now they're gonna rush, but he has AWP here. Oscar. Oh, this could be really good for Sprout here if they keep going. Oh, when are they gonna keep going? Now, it looks like they're gonna head for it, and that's a perfect flash right there on Oscar. Takes out the AWPer. Now they're up on the side here. Warded it with the scout. Takes down Faven. So plant in a 5v3. It may just be a save here from Sprout. Not sure if they're gonna attempt the retake here. Very good round for Prosto actually, with those smokes, the flashes as well. Not giving the AWP anything to peek on. And you can see one gets on the B side, 2 players on long. This is gonna be a save from Sprout. So Prosto, they're still not out of the running yet. Sprout still need to win 2 rounds to win the map here, so there's still a chance, even though it's not a big one. But oh, Oscar, did he awarded it? Just killed Oscar. Up versus scout. He found a headshot. Diha gets the trade. So yeah, there's only gonna be Diha getting saved here. So he actually picks up that op though. So he gets to save it up into this round, but they have the money for a buy. Diha can drop one to Oscar or Dennis. That will be good to go here at 14-8. But he's gonna keep playing the scouts.
They seem to love the scouts, don't they? On both sides, actually. Bit of a ballsy decision, though, when you can see that obviously we've got Favon and Oscar. Both bringing the Orcs into the server. Favon already getting first pick here. Scout does let rip, but unfortunately nothing connecting at all in this round. I mean, you might as well just forget about it already. They basically lick the stamp, send it out long.
You might as well just rush up middle with a knife. If you're just gonna go around like that. Not working out for Prosto at all. Problem with 2 HP. That is a big problem. Or that he's about to get flanked. Never mind, he's holding a really awkward angle actually. There's no way Dennis is gonna expect that. And this is the kind of pushes, I mean, like, it's not really necessary for Sprout. They have a 3v2. Problem is down to 2 HP. You don't really have to do those kind of pushes. You did them on the pistol round too. And now Spitty, he's gonna do the same here. And they're actually going towards the B side. Oh, Spitty, he can get the perfect drop. He's gonna hear them running. Oh my goodness, Spitty, you're gonna get both there. He gets the first and goes for the second, but can't get it. Warded it down to 40 HP. But now he thinks B side is gonna be clear because of it. And Oscar, he's gonna be right here. Peekaboo. And there we go. 15 for Sprout. They're gonna get up on map points here. It's been a very, very one-sided map here on Prosto's map pick. Considering the scoreline I'm looking at. Close on that second one there for Spitty, but yeah, Prosto, they haven't really been in the game as we've seen it in the beginning. After losing those 9 in a row, after winning the initial 3. I feel like at that point it was Sprout who is controlling the match.
More aggression towards long seems to be the tactic here. Sprout contesting it, but not the greatest of starts actually. Well did it in pick, catching them by surprise. Might be good for a double kill.
Oh, the whiff there from where it is brutal. Oh, spam through the smoke, he almost got both. Yeah. And Nickel back down to 20 as well. If that would have been a kill there, he probably would have taken problem as well. Could have been a 2v2 or 2v3, but also they get a little bit lucky there to be alive with 1 and 24 HP. If he was that, if probably would have died there, it probably would have gone for it, maybe, or Nickelback as well went down 2v2. But Prosto, they're gonna get a 9th round here. It's just a save here. Of course, Prosto don't know that yet, so that's why they're taking their sweet time here to plant. But they make it out long this round, but last round they didn't. Like they did the same round, same round last time, and it didn't work out. So you can't really rely on that long take from Prosto. So it's still gonna be very difficult for them to try to take it to an overtime here.
Definitely an uphill battle, but we have seen it happen before, so I don't want to completely write off this T side, but definitely I think it's fair to say that this will be a tough mission. Good opportunity though for them to keep it clean here as well, carry some weaponry through. I mean, clean in the context that they've got 2 players walking away on 1 HP, but heck, they're still standing, that's what matters.
Yeah. And we can see the KD difference, 0.78 awarded it, Oscar 1.55. So Oscar is playing really good. Look at the AWP kills, 14 to 4 as well. That's a big difference AWP kills between Prosto and Sprout on these 2 players. That just means how much impact he has had with that AWP. And this is going to be actually a little bit of a force buy here. They're going to buy down to 1k on 4 players. So look at Oscar though, pushing out in top mid. Yekindar will find him out, so this should be around here for Prosto. Considered only got 1 M4, 1 UMP and a few pistols. Shouldn't be too hard to win it. But Diha with a 1 dig may stay another story here. Probably. Is he gonna go through? He goes through, but Diha hiding in the smoke, picks up the SG. Problem, he's not gonna watch behind him, but goes... Oh, where did he actually get the shot through the smoke? If he missed that, or didn't shoot, Problem was gonna be dead for sure. Now it's coming down to Dennis here on the A side with a deagle. He's gonna have to get a couple 1 digs here if you want to hold off on the A side. Because his teammate, they're in the lower tunnel here. And now, here we go. 3 players coming through short and 1 through long here. And Dennis executed by 1 shot from Problem. And Fave and the Spitty, they're just gonna go for a couple exit kills here. No business to be in this round. Prosto, slowly but surely, we're seeing them winning a couple T rounds here. Yeah, it's not against full guns in this round, but still. Could have gone real ugly there on short. Nickelback and Problem. Looking to do this. Problem doesn't even need to use the scope. Speed with a trade here, but he's gonna get traded by Problem. So 15 to 10, no saved weapons for Sprouts. Going into the last 5 map points they have now. Only 5 left. Still a lot of rounds though. But should be 4 after this one.
Should be an easy free one, as you've mentioned. I highly doubt we're going to see anything too crazy from Sprout here. Just going to go for, obviously, the pistols. It's the CZ, PT50 and so on in play. But what we really want to see from Prosto here is just, look, go and hit the B site, keep it clean. Make sure you don't allow anything too wild to happen. Use your utility to your advantage. It's basically empty anyway. You've only got 1 player defending it. That should be an easy duel. The fact that Problem's even 42 HP there is already not ideal, but from here you guaranteed the round now. They just have to exit sensibly. Don't give Sprout any opportunity to take, most importantly, I say, a Krieg through to the next round.
Yeah, they cannot give them an SG. That's for sure. Go into the next one. That's what Sprout is going to try to do here. Try to get a gun away from them. So they're all outside B tunnel here, and it looks to be saving towards the tunnel here, Prosto. So they got to be really careful here. They don't walk into the stack here. They're gonna go towards T-spawn here. Waylander, he gets the kill, he gets traded out though, but here's Nico back with the return kill, so they're gonna nail all the kills here. So no weapon from Sprout, especially no SG coming in. But here we go. 15 to 11 here, and this is where he starts. Sprout, they could shut down the map right here. They have a single op set up, and look at the Lootbet odds, 7.50 for Prosto there. Big underdogs as expected here at 15-11. Sprout, let's see if they can do their job here and just close out this map. The Opper, Oscar, is gonna have to battle against World Edit. We saw the stats there where they only got 4 op kills versus Oscar's 14. Not sure big of a difference it is, but Wayland is gonna push out here. Is he gonna check the corner? He's not! That's a free kill there from Favor, but he got the silencer. And that means he's gonna run out of bullets because he sprayed a lot of bullets from the first guy. And that's gonna be the B side here. Oh man, but Dennis do get a frag here, so it's a 4v3. Oh, he's gonna tag him! Oh, the molly. Oh my gosh, that's so close. Imagine if Nickelback died, it would have been a 4v2 retake. That's so unlucky for Oscar. And now we're gonna see a... We're sure gonna see a retake here. They're setting up for it. This is what's hard to do on the B side.
Nickelback is low HP. That's what's going to help them a ton here. They can use that volley to force him off site. That's an easy kill. Now it's the 3-4 and 2, and the bags are just falling into their palms. Job is done. Sprout, 16 to 11, map number 1. A very, very strong showing for them. I feel like it has to be said. Prosto had a couple of good rounds in them. They put some life into the game right at the end, but all really for nothing in the grand scheme of things. Map 2, folks, is where we are going to be heading. The question here, will Prosto be able to start any quicker, or will it be another one-sided affair? Join us for Map 2 in just a few moments' time.
Going through the smoke, Woxie's gonna go down, Woxie with the AW
position. Earthshaker's moving in as well. Echo Slam connects on the 2. Macro Tire down as well.
Always wins the brawl. Or can we cast the curse in? Oh, there we go.
Lootbet.
It's amazing how much I love betting on esports. It's so cool. What's even better is when I can use Cash Out. Wait, you didn't know about Cash Out? Cash Out is when you can get your stake back even when your bet is going against you. Just one hit and your money is safe. So go to Lootbet to cash out now.
smoke, walks in. Gonna go down, walks in with the AW.
Position, Earthshaker's moving in as well. Echo Slam connects on the 2. Back row tire down as well.
Red always wins the brawl. Or can we cast the curse it? Oh, there we go.
Lootbet.
It's amazing how much I love betting on esports. It's so cool. What's even better is when I can use Cash Out. Wait, you didn't know about Cash Out? Cash Out is when you can get your stake back even when your bet is going against you. Just one hit and your money is safe. So go to Lootbet to cash out now.
Welcome back, folks, to our second map of the day in Lootbet Season 6, the European Edition. We are here, of course, with the Prosto lineup versus Sprout on Mirage, a map that Sprout have a 100% win rate on. Define, that sounds pretty damn brutal. Tell me more about that win rate. Is that really the true story, or what's the situation? Because 100% is, well, very successful.
Yeah, it certainly is, and they've been like, I'm gonna go through the teams they've been winning. They've been winning against some pretty good teams actually. Movistar Riders, for example, Movistar Rider. Big also they won 16-14 against Big. Copenhagen Flames, Argo, Dignitas in the minor qualifier. Like, these are some pretty good teams they've been winning against. So yeah, Prosto, they need to watch out. Also, worth to mention, they have a stand-in. So Problem is playing instead of Dimasic. So that's also bad news for them. But they're gonna have to make the best of the situation, really. But Sprout, I really don't see them losing this. 100% win rate against 50%. That is 50 more percent if you make quick maths. But yeah, Prosto, they did win the knife round here, so they're gonna get that seat aside at least. But we've seen throughout the days, like throughout the loot bet, that the T side is where the rounds has been won. So is that gonna happen here again on Mirage? On Dust 2, Sprout, they were dominating on that T side. Is things gonna happen here on Mirage? I'm very worried it's gonna be that case. Maybe the B side is gonna get abused again. Who knows here, but Sprout clear are the favorites to win this 2-0.
Yeah, I think that's a fair shout at this point after what was a pretty successful map 1. We saw a few signs of life, I think, from the Prosto lineup, especially towards the end. They picked up a couple of nice rounds, but unfortunately overall it was still very decisive from Sprout for the most part. And as we go into this second map as well, I think given not only the stats but just the way that Sprout are playing, we should be seeing a nice and clean map and a quick, more than likely 16-6, 16-7 Sprout here. But only time will tell. We are looking to get into our second map in just a few moments' time, folks. Do bear with us as we prepare to kick off this game. Take a look at the stats on your screen for the last 3 months. It is, of course, Sprout on the left, Prosto on the right. And you can see that sweet 100% win rate standing proud for the boys in green.
Yeah, pistol rounds though, it is 60% to Sprout, 50 to Prosto. So they're pretty even on the pistol rounds, and that's why we saw Prosto winning the City pistol on Dust 2. But for Prosto, they need to win the pistol here again, because you know, they're going to be having a hard time otherwise here. They're going to be up against the impossible, really. Sprout here on Mirage, so it's probably going to be 16-6 if they don't win the early rounds here. But let's see the pistol. Very important. We'll only see 3 set of Kevlar action from Sprout. There's 2 people with utility. They're going to throw that Molotov towards the window. And going to go for the fights here. Warded it in the middle. Long range with the USP is very good, but against 4 players holding you, it's not that deal battle you want to take here. And we're going to have to see what Probably can do here as a stand-in. Oh, warded in the... They're both inside the window, and well, Dennis is gonna wreck Warded it here. Waylander with the reply. Problem with another one here. Nickelback with another. It's a 2 versus 2. They're trading back and forth. but it goes in the favor, I would say, for Sprout at this point. And oh, Nickelback trying to jump back there, not gonna work out. Yekindar put himself in a 1 versus 2 situation here. Looking for the frags here, looking for the one taps. That's what you want to get with the USP. You want to tap it away. And he's just basically missing every single shot here, and he's not gonna nail a single one there. Sprout, they pick up that much important pistol round here to get things started on the T side.
Perfect way to start things off. You want to keep it rolling like that. I thought Yakindo would be the perfect person to also put into that clutch, but unfortunately, him and the USP seem to be like trying to find a needle in a haystack. He just could not find a thing. The result, Sprout start perfectly on their T side, and well, let's talk about that for a second. On their T side, of course, very, very successful T side start for them on Dust 2. Do we feel like being on T for them is the best place to be going into the second map? Is that the place you want to be as the clear team set to win this, or do you think they want to start on the CT side instead?
No, I do think actually T side is pretty good for them because you know they can decide the pace of the match and the pace of the map here, and then you can just rely on the aim like they've been doing a lot on Dust 2 and getting these enter kills. You can see Prosto, they're gonna have a lot of trouble on the CT side again, just like Dust 2. But oh, they're not shaking stairs there, they're not shaking connector. And Spitty, well, he gets the return kill here, but I do think this should be a fairly easy run still here from Sprout, even though Wayland got that one frag. But I think T side should be pretty good for Sprout here. I don't think they mind. Even if they won the knife, they probably would have started CT, but I don't think it really matters for a team like Sprout. Because they know that they're better than Prosto, so wherever they start, they're gonna wreck them anyway.
Straight confidence. Well, let's see if they can deliver on that. Obviously, they got the 2-0. The third comes easy. What matters is round number 4. That is where the full buy comes in now for CT side. This round here is just kind of a throwaway, really. You do try and do as much damage as you can, of course, but very tough to really do something hugely valuable. What a nade, though. Lovely damage done, but they actually get themselves a kill and a rifle for their troubles.
Not bad, but that's where it's gonna stop. That's where it's gonna stop most likely here. Then it's with the MP5. I haven't seen a lot of people use the MP5 nowadays because usually before the economy and stuff, people, you know, they were ecoing in second round, but now people is force buying second round. So I guess Kevlar MP5 really is useless. So it's better to play it on the third round like it did now when they're not gonna have any Kevlar. So 3-0 here, but this is where you said the fourth round, the buy round. AWP coming out from where that is. And yeah, this is a CT-sided map, so Prosto, they need to try to aim for 9 or 10 rounds here. But it's gonna be hard. They can only allow Sprout to get like 2 or 3 more rounds throughout this entire half. So it's gonna be very hard for Prosto to win this first half, I gotta say. But let's see the first gun round before I talk too much. Oh, David, oh, he's gonna time ordered it. That's a perfect time, and Oscar finds one before he gets traded out as well. But that means an off for Nickelback here. Question is, can he do anything with it? Oh, I think the T saw him with the off there. He goes up on the ladder, or not the ladder, but the stairs. And Yekindar is gonna get wrecked as well. It's the 2 remain here, Nickelback and Wayland. They're both in T spawn. Looking to stay the weapon, so Sprout with a nice play towards Connector and Slope to win the round.
It's a complete disaster. Every single opportunity they had just completely fell apart. I thought Yakindo had something, but before the smoke even faded, he was dead to rights. Not the start you want to see for the CT side, not at all. At least they'll get the rifle and the AWP to save, perhaps. Obviously, still a fair bit of time left to play out here, but you'd like to think they'll be able to save those 2 weapons.
Yeah. Sprout have a lot of money on 2-3 players, like Oscar and Spitted on one a little bit low, so I'm not sure they will be hunting, because I think they'd rather build up the economy, but I don't think they want Nickelback to have that up that Oscar lost. So yeah, you're gonna see guy hunting here. He's very close to Nickelback here. Oh, he has to hit the shot. There's nothing, he cannot miss it. There we go. Diha goes down. So they're both gonna get to save, and there's not gonna be any more hunting from Sprout. They sent Diha forward, try to get a gun away. Not gonna happen, but a 4-0 will happen. And Prosto, they're gonna have 3,000 on the remaining 3 players. So they're probably just gonna go for pistol Kevlar around those 2 weapons they saved. I don't really see a reason yeah, they could force, true. And actually they will force here. So yeah, they're putting all eggs in one basket here.
Very early on to be making those decisions too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like if they don't win this one, they're really putting themselves in a terrible position on the CT side. As this would have been fine if it was on the T side, but when you're on the CT side like this against a team like Sprout, you have to win rounds early. Otherwise they're just gonna roll you like they did on Dust 2. And well, Oscar is gonna find the entry on Yekindar, so bad start here for Prosto. And I think this could be a common occurrence throughout this entire map that this is gonna happen here. Sprout cannot ask for a better start here on the T side. Nickelback need to get a pair of frags here. Dennis is already inside jungle here. Oh, Faven with a perfect angle problem, and that's 2 players down, but a single kill coming in here for the CT side. And oh, we almost get burned at D-Hal, but now again, Flakes is gonna have to be a double save. They lose the A-bomb site, same as the last round. They're gonna have to call it quit.
It's a complete disaster, especially considering just how much they're banking on that round being a success. This is really the worst case start for the CT side currently. It could literally, the only way it gets worse than this is losing the AWP and the rifle here and being completely battered when it comes to the economy. But this is, yeah, really not ideal. I mean, obviously going to see 5-0 here, likely 6-0 as well, unless we see World at Waylander carry their way through round 6. Sprout could not ask for anything better right now. They seem to be just on form, and not only just actually hitting their shots, but tactically as well. They seem to be just outclassing the CT side currently, catching them off on A time and time again.
Yeah, they don't have an answer either. They just keep playing the same setup here, and they keep losing the bomb site. And you're gonna have to wonder, Prosto, what are they gonna do here? They do go for another buy here around the 2 weapons, just like the last round. They go for the buy here, and they have this time actually have more utility as well, and no SMG this time, so they got straight M4s around it. So this is good buy from Prosto. They get a full buy into this 6th round, but the money's pretty much gone after this one. So gotta win this one. But yeah, 5-0 here. This is gonna be a smoke towards the window on B for Oscar. And there's only 1 player on the B side. This is what we talked about yesterday, Flakes. Like, 1 player on the B side is probably not going to work out. You may just get 1 here. But yeah.
It's the Mac 10 just having a field day.
He has his back turn Waylander. There's nothing he can do. And now that's what I said. 1 player on the B side. What can you do? Now you have to save 4 players and you have to give up another round. This is ridiculous, man. Like, I don't really know what Prosto can do at this point.
The answer is probably not very much, to be honest. I mean, every single chance they've had, it's fumbled. And the nice thing for Sprout is that they're changing things up. I mean, look at the decision to go B there quickly. Completely caught Prosto off guard. They only had 1 player on site. He immediately sprinted to market, accepting the retake. Prosto just completely unaware of the fact they were going to see a Sprout side get so aggressive on B so quickly.
Ooh. Can't afford to miss those kind of shots because now he's gonna get pushed. Or will he get pushed? No, they're just gonna stay put there. So I thought I say though, so they can still go for another buy here around it. Just drop a weapon to Waylander. They have a full buy here, but yes, they can keep saving the weapons, but if they don't win any rounds, it doesn't matter how many guns they have. Because they're still on a big 0 on score-wise. And Sprout, they can just roll with them. As you said, there were a lot of plays towards the A side there for Prosto because Sprout has gone a lot towards A, but then they switch things up. They go B, and they only see 1 player there. So Sprout, they're really not playing the same Counter-Strike here, so they're very unpredictable in that case. And so Prosto, they need to try to make a play here. That's what Nickelback is going to try to do towards the pit here. Trying to see anybody, but one guy's just hiding all the way back, so 0 rounds here still. They need to get rounds on the board very, very soon. Otherwise, they may just get absolutely wrecked here on map 2. And Sprout is gonna have an easy 2-0. Warded it, has to hit the shot there, and it does. That's a good shot there. Gets the first one and the second one. That's great from Warded it. That's exactly what the doctor ordered. Spinny, he gets the trade here, and Nickelback. Oh no, you can't afford to get 0 kills in that position. Problem, you're gonna get pushed here from the apartments, and this is all of a sudden turned into a 3v2 for Sprout instead. What? It was a 5v3, and now they have the A-bomb side. Yekindar and Waylander need to try to come up with something.
The flank has to do something here of high value, but unfortunately, absolutely nothing. Yekindar taken down as well. How do you have something that's so good and ruin it so quickly? It just completely crumbled.
Yeah, that is a bummer. They had beautiful 2 kills there from Warded it in the middle, but then he gets traded from Spitty. 5 versus is a 4v3 for Prosto. And the guy Slope gets 0 kills, the guy Sight gets 0 kills. Like, you need to get a kill with those 2. The Slope guy need to get a kill there at least, and the guy on side need to get 1 at least, minimum. But there you go. Again, Warded it. He starts off with an entry. Nickelback with another frag. Again, a similar situation. 5v3 for Prosto at a 7-0 scoreline. They surely flags. It's gonna be a run now for Prosto. Here we go. Yekindar gets another pair of frags here. So this is going to be a 100% win here. They're finally going to grab their first round unless Oscar and Faven can turn it back around. And there's Oscar with 1. Imagine if Faven gets a kill towards the A side here. It doesn't, so Problem will take care of that. Finally, something that works out here from the CT side. But 7 rounds already on the T side. They just need 1 more to take the halftime lead. We're only on round 8.
Problem is, this could be also a huge double-edged sword because, yes, it's a start, it's a round for the CT side, but it could also be their downfall as well because if Sprout just crushed them here, pretty much everything begins to fall to pieces for Prosto. Look at those odds as well, 3.91 to 1.25.
Ridiculous odds already with 9 rounds in. And now they have 2 players on the B side, and they're gonna go for the peak. Yekindar with a good entry kill there. Imagine if he went down there, that would have been a nightmare for Prosto, but he wins the duel. And Waylander trying to get up on the balcony there a little bit. Dennis. Now they lowered it. Here, so you can see into apartments. He gets the 1, he gets traded. Yekindar, only player on the B side here. You need to try to get a pair of frags here, and it does. He finds the first one, looking for the second. He doesn't have to get it because Nickelback is right there. And now it's time to spit it. A 1v4, turn a 1v3, turn a 1v2. He has to find 2 more here, and he's out. He gets a 3rd. You're kidding me. It's a 1v1, but he doesn't know what Problem is. Oh, he saw him. Oh, did he? Now he knows. Oh my goodness, he gets the 1 tap. He wins a 1 versus 4. Prosto. You cannot lose a round like that. Look at this. He gets the first Nickelback. Yekindar here. Point blank range. Misses. Here, a 1 versus 2. He just pushes out Warded it while his teammate stands inside. And that 1 tap. I don't believe it. How does he win that 1v4? Ridiculous.
You have to think for Prosto, how do you recover in this sort of situation? You found 1 round, you've immediately tried to get a second. You've got, pretty damn close to it, to be fair. It comes down to a 1-on-1, but what, a 1v4 in the end? It's a wild way to lose a round. When you look at the scoreline, it just makes things even more bleak for the CT side, almost losing. Yekindar on short there. Be so careful here. Oh, please don't re-peek into him. This could be a matter of timing. How does Deecher get that kill? think he's just running straight to the bottom con. And getting a headshot.
I don't understand it right now. They're getting
If that
wrecked.
doesn't sum up this game, I don't know what does. Just getting absolutely wrecked. Couldn't be a better way to put it.
8-1 will turn 9-1 here. D-How with a triple kill in the round. Just goes running, gets the guy in ladder room as well. No problem for him. And Gekindar awarded it. They're gonna have to save the double up here. Yes, they get Oscar, but there's nothing they can do in this round. Just save the op. Hope you get to survive those, because look at the money. They have basically nothing in the bank here, Prosto. So they need to save the ops. But yeah, 9-1 here. Now, I don't think Sprout is done. Oh, he's gonna jump into the window here. Oh, or not. So I think Sprout, at this point, they're probably gonna get like 11 rounds or something on the T side. 11, 12 rounds. If this keeps going like this. I don't see a reason why you shouldn't. But they do get to save the double up at least, Prosto, so they do have that going to this round. And are they gonna buy around it? They had 3,500 on the remaining 3. So they can drop 2 weapons over, and yeah, they're gonna go for buy here. Around the table. But even the buy rounds doesn't seem likely at this point. They really haven't done a lot in them. That 1v4, I think that's tilted the entire team. You lose a 1v4 when you need to win rounds. You have 1 round on the board. Oh, are we seeing a B rush here? There's only 1 player on the B side.
I don't think Prosto have any read right now on this Sprout side. They have zero idea what to expect. They're going to start to rotate towards B, but the site's pretty much already been taken. Waylander has his back turned to what's coming. He will find Favon, and with Yakinda getting the pick on Teacher, it's not so bad, but all the smokes are down. There's pretty much no way to get onto the site right now for the CT side. Anyone who does anything wild is immediately punished. Case in point, Yakinda.
Oh, but look at the flank here from Nickelback. He's timed Oscar perfectly here. That would be a 2 versus 2 now. Oh, he's gonna take down Dennis from the kitchen here, but Speedy's gonna get the 1v1. He gets the one. Now it's the 1 versus 1 against Nickelback here. He taps the bomb, and he's gonna win the duel, Speedy. They don't lose the clutches here, Sprout. Oh my god. Perfect timing for Nickelback here, and also problem taking down Dennis, but Speedy, he makes it a 1v1 very, very fast, and then 11 HP left. He wins this battle against Nickelback. And it's up to 10. Sprout, they only need 6 more rounds to close this game. And this map has been going on for like 25 minutes or something.
This really is looking quick and easy. 2 words you don't often like to use when commentating a match of Counter-Strike, but that certainly seems to be the case. Nickelback looking to get aggressive here, but I think they have an idea that someone might be up to something. He is going to go moving on through. Spitty just going to get eaten up by the side of mid. Dennis should be looking for the trade. Oscar finds World Edit, and things go from great to non-existent for the CT side. In just a matter of seconds, these rounds go from a 4v4 to we're now at a 4v1 in literally 25 seconds.
Yeah, I think, you know, Sprout, they got that perfect T side they wanted. They lost the knife run. I think they're right now very happy with that T side. But this is what we can expect from Sprout, really. They have a 100% win rate. Prosto, they have a 50% win rate, and they're playing with a stand-in. So that 50% goes down to, like, I would say, like 25 or something, due to the stand-in as well. So on paper, but yes, I did expect a win here from Sprout, but not with this kind of scoreline. 11-1. I didn't expect this to be this big. Especially on the T side here. Prosto, I did expect more C2 rounds from them. 11-1, they only got pistols now with Kevlar here from Prosto, so this should be a 12th round. And problem, he gets to get towards the A apartments, and oh, warded with a 1 dig, so maybe the pistols here again could win them the round. But now, if they just go B now, there's a guy towards the T spawn here. Is he gonna be aware? Oh, he knows Dennis. And now the B side is completely open here. They're gonna have to push on A. Oscar with the first one. The nade. Not gonna connect on problem. Yekinar is gonna jump towards short. Oh well. He gets shot down. A 2 versus 1 A problem left alone here to stand in. Try to clutch out the round. But yeah. I don't know if anyone from Prosto believes they can win this map now.
Yeah, I think the faith might be gone. Problem, perhaps we'll give it a good go here, but the problem he's got no kit. He's got 7 seconds. He might have a position, but he's got no kit. That's what this is all going to come down to. And just note there is a molly in play, so really there's nothing he can do. He could win the duel. He could get a one-tap of his life. There's no way he wins that round because Oscar has one piece of utility. And it pretty much crushes their hopes and dreams, to put it rather simply. I mean, the scoreline's 12-1. We might actually see a 14-1 here.
Yeah, that's very, very likely to happen at this point, and I don't see why it shouldn't. Prosto, they've been getting absolutely wrecked here on the CT side. And Sprout, they're like, okay, the first map, you know, we let Prosto get a couple of rounds, but here, you know, we have to make this map fast. Just get a quick 2-0 and get some rest. So, yeah, I don't know what Prosto can do really here. They keep playing one player on the B bomb, so if they just go B now with 5 players, they're gonna win this round as well, Sprout. So, Bob Flash around the corner for Dennis. Now they made a rotation towards B with more players, and Yekindor is actually pushing from behind. He's underground. Is Spiddy gonna be aware and check it? He's watching it, but he's not watching it fully, and that's the bomb as well. He's watching towards Dennis too, and Dennis goes down. That's a good round for Yekindor. He finds 2. Now, the CTs, they're gonna try to force the issue and try to pick up more frags here, but Faven, that's really not, that's an unnecessary pick from Yekindor, really. You have a 5v3, you have the bomb, or that he has to cross with an AWP, but they just steal it away. They just takes the bomb, but there's 2 players in the B apps.
How does Oscar win that duel?
I have no idea. And now there's one more guy close. The mod is gonna go in the wrong corner though. And the bomb is making its way back towards the A side, and problem is going underground, so they're all putting an eyes on this towards B here, and he's gonna go down, but that means look at all the CTs. Literally everyone is towards B apps and the B side.
Line and sinker. Literally they have been sold. The perfect dummy play. A's like completely under wraps now for the T's, as they will be getting a bomb plant. Future not quite aware of the position connector here. Could well be a problem as a nade close. Not quite close enough though.
14 HP. This should be a run for Prosto right here, unless D-Hack can play around the smoke. And it does for the first one. But Faven, oh, goes around. Is he planning for, did he plan for himself here? He planned for default. The problem though is that Molotov. But they're not sticking the bomb. Now they're gonna stick it. Oh, the Molotov is perfect. Absolutely beautiful. And here we go. The defuse comes in while Nickelback is gonna get the kill too. It was a good thinking there for Faven, but they had utility left. If they didn't have utility, it would have been a chance there for Sprout. But Sprout, they're gonna double their rounds, put himself on 2 with 1 to go here in the first half. 12-3 is the best they can hope for.
Even if you get 12-3 here, I think you are in a really tough place to say that Sprout don't on the CT side get the W, to be honest.
Oh, Warded also misses the jump there for sure. Yeah, considering this is Sprout's map pick and they have 100% win rate on it, they're not going to be bad at all on the CT side. Well, he's going to get shot from underground. Nowhere to hide. And I actually think this is going to be a 13-2. Oh, he spots him. Warded it can't see him, but the T can... Ooh, never mind. Oscar doesn't quite get the shot. But he's kind of pushing for problem. What is he doing up there? Like, I'm just wondering, what is he doing up on the stairs there, pushing forward? It's just weird place overall here for Prosto, to be honest. And there's Dennis inside the window already. Down to 2. Nice shot from Nico back there. Looking for D behind the pit. Is he gonna get it? No. This will be 13 rounds for Sprout. There will be 3 away from winning this match. Just the 1 kill here. Waylander, how the hell is he gonna make this happen? Oh, it's like just... As a T there, you can just, like, you see him going through the window, like, slowly through the hole. It's an easy kill. 13-2 flags. This is too far gone at this point.
They would have to be flawless, and most importantly, they have to win the pistol round. I think if you want to look for any opportunity here, it has to be that pistol. And at least that is the one upside for Prosto, is that their pistol round success, well, it has been a thing. We have seen some good pistol rounds from them.
Yeah, it's also the mental thing here that you're 13-2 down. You see the scoreboard. Like, you just know that this is not happening. So let's see if Sprout is gonna win the pistol here and shut down this match pretty fast. And yeah, Faven 2.17 KD, very good play for him, and overall it's been an easy T side. Let's see if we're gonna have just an easy CT side as well. But yeah, you said Prosto, good pistols team, they are certainly. See if they can do something here to maybe pull this back to a better scoreline at least. Sprout, they only need 3 more rounds. And with a pistol win, well, that's basically gonna mean 0 gun rounds for Prosto. And oh, well, Oscar takes down Problem here. Are they gonna plant? Oh, they're gonna stop the plant because they're getting shot here from every single angle. There's nothing Prosto can do here. And they're getting absolutely bodied here, one after another, going down. And Yekindar, a 1 versus 4. And this is going to be round 14 from Sprouts. And actually, Prosto, they're not going to get a full buy round here in this second half. Oscar with the P2000. Well, he's going to get the 1-tap, he just clicks on the head. And there's 2 more to find out for Sprout. Prosto, they have to go for the force here or try to go for an overtime.
I think you have to force this, surely. Going for OT when you're at 2 rounds is a little bit of a stretch, I think.
So, 5 Deagles, 5 Kevlars, and a Dream for Prosto here. This is looking more and more like a 16-2 affair here on Mirage. Considering that if you just tuned in, Sprout did win map 1. They're very, very close to winning this match right here. In our first best of 3 of the evening, we do have one more best of 3 coming up a little bit later as well.
That's pretty nice at least. Nice little opening Deagle pick.
Well, he gets a second too, Yekindar, so he's not done yet. This could very well be a round for Prosto. Get to pick up that M4 too. But look at the HP on 2 of the 4 players. Not the best here. And this is not the best gun either for spitting in this kind of situation. Oh, the flash is absolutely perfect here for Prosto. And now they're gonna force the issue on CT spawn. Faven, he has to go absolutely crazy with that M4, but they're getting wrecked here, Sprout. Not quite what I expected. Yekindar has picked up 3 kills. Finally gets shot down though, but it's a 3v1. This is next to impossible for Dennis. Oh, the molly. Oh, he's gonna take a step up. Problem is gonna take a step up, and Prosto, they get a 3rd round. They win the pistol Kevlar flakes, and is there a chance?
I think there is a chance there. Actually, you have to be very careful. But apart from that, I don't think we're talking long-term chances in this game. I think it's maybe a nice round here or there, but I'm not really looking at too much longevity for this T side. Unfortunately, hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you still need at least another 11 rounds. Notice how Sprout have forced this though, so that's not necessarily the greatest sign of what's to come. If Sprout get a little too over-eager here, they could quite easily throw away more rounds than intended. But with that said, they get their first pick, and they've got a huge flank on towards B here. We could see a few nice frags and a potential opportunity, especially if Waylander falls, gives up the AK to Faven, and then he's able to let rip, but he gets 180 flicks in the back of the head.
He completely whiffs the deagle, trying to go for the headshots. What was that? That's supposed to be a free kill. That's supposed to be like a 4v3 right there for Sprout. The bomb trying to cross over to go for the plant there. Oh my goodness. Ooh, Jekindar, very important kill, but look at the HP. They need like 1 or 2 bullets, Oscar. But he has the M4 picked up now, so this is definitely possible looking at the HP. But, oh, well, never mind. Nickelback is gonna get it, but imagine if he just got the flank kill there. Here, completely just whiffing the headshots. That should have been a free kill. I think he could have gone for the knife to get a guaranteed kill, but yeah. 14-4 here, and Yes, Sprout did force into that one, so they're gonna have to full eco here. So this is gonna be 14-5 before we see a first buy round, but Sprout are yet to go for full buy rounds. I think once we see the weapons out from Sprout, I think they're gonna shut this game down. But this one is gonna be a freebie. Ooh, he actually expects the boost. Oh, he gets the wallbang! A little bit of a clip there from Yekindar perhaps. But will be a wrap here for this 20th round. So 14-5. Let's see the buy round now. Let's see what Sprout is gonna have.
At least it looks pretty nice. We're able to get some nice taps. Call it a confidence building exercise for this T side, I suppose.
Yeah, but they need at least 10 rounds and only lose one if they want to guarantee an overtime. On the T side. Whereas a team like Sprout, it's just on paper that should not happen. But we do see Prosto getting 3 players towards the A apartments here. They're gonna push out and oh my goodness, Diha and Oscar. Oh my goodness lord.
It could not get any worse than that. Literally, it's been less than 20 seconds, folks, and we're already in a 5v1. Not even 20 seconds. That really sums up the round, doesn't it? Immediately Sprout, when they're on the buy, they just drop the hammer and say, look, this game is over.
You thought you had a chance? Well, not anymore. I'm poor that it. Just gonna, nothing you really can do here. So this is gonna be 10 match points for Sprout coming up after this kill. 10 match points on CT side, Mirage. Prosto, hate to break the news to you, but it's not gonna happen. Trying to go for the one tap, he actually gets it. But he's gonna get flanked, so there we go. 10 match points. Sprout. Oh. And yeah, just the one. I thought they could have done something there, but Diha with the the AUG just have the scope weapon and just all 3 going down in apps. Not a single frag there. And Oscar, 21 kills, most kills, 9 op kills here. So Sprout, it just looks very easy this game.
An interesting stat there is actually the fact that you can see Yekindar actually has 6 opening kills, the most opening kills. It's surprising given how the game is played out, but it shows you that this isn't a case of Prosto not being able to get into rounds early on, finding the first picks and so on. It's just that they aren't able to hold on to it. That's the bigger problem here. And also, you just see rounds like this where they get completely schooled in the first 20 seconds. It's a bit of surprise so far just how brutal these gun rounds have been, because again, less than 30 seconds and we're in a 5-on-2.
Yeah, this is gonna be it for the game here. For the first best of 3 of the evening here, just problem in a 1 versus 4 to try to solve it. But yeah, this will be certainly be a 16-5 here on the second map. And Sprout, as we predicted beforehand, will be getting a 2-0 here in this game. But I think pretty much everyone in the audience also expected this to happen. It's the next best of 3 that will be a little bit more interesting. And but let's see here, finish off this one first. It's a 4v1. And there you have it, 16-5, Sprout. There are your winners here.
What a result. Clean, decisive, absolutely brutal. Couple of words that summarize this best of 3. What matters now, though, is Sprout's future results in this league. 20 teams competing, $50,000 on the line. That is Lootbet Season 6. Join us on more best of 3s, more action. There's a few this time.
Going through the smoke walks in. Gonna go down, walks in with the AW.
Position, Earthshaker's moving in as well. Echo Slam connects on it too. Back row tire down as well.
Red always wins the brawl. Or can we cast the curse it? Oh, there we go.
Lootbet.
It's amazing how much I love betting on esports. It's so cool. What's even better is when I can use Cash Out. Wait, you didn't know about Cash Out? Cash Out is when you can get your stake back even when your bet is going against you. Just one hit and your money is safe. So go to Lootbet to cash out now.